Hello. At the moment, I'm not able to get out properly, so what I thought I would do was show you a video on how to get into hiking. It's a video I've been meaning to do for a while. I've just not got around to doing it yet. Now on the YouTube, you'll find lots of videos, mostly from outdoor gear places, telling you how to get into hiking and saying you need all this special gear. And when you add it all up, it's really expensive. I think the cheapest I've seen so far is about £500 to get into hiking, and you might not even like it. So I thought I'll show you how I got into it, because I've got no money, and yet last summer, a couple of months back, I climbed the 10 highest mountains in England, and I started off from nothing. So I had spent the last 9 years or so not doing a lot of walking at all, sitting at a computer desk working on my PhD, not getting out much, no exercise. So the first thing I had to do was get fit, because I had a real bad health scare. I couldn't keep consciousness for 2 minutes. I had to go to hospital in ambulance and stuff, and I had to make some really serious lifestyle choices. One of them was getting fit, so I took up walking. Now to begin with, all I did was start off in the Falcon pub in Prudhoe, which is more or less where I live, not the pub. And then I walked to this spot here, where I am now. From here and back up that hill to the Falcon pub is 1 mile, and I did that every single day for an entire month. No more, no less. Just every single day. No special gear, just like what I'm wearing today, just a normal coat, normal trousers, trainers, just walking on this little country road, there and back, every day for 1 month. Then, after doing that for 1 month, I continued on my walk a little bit further and added a little extra on. In the meanwhile, I knew I wanted to go further afield. I knew I wanted to explore mountains and mines and all the other things I've been looking at. So I started saving up for a pair of boots. Now boots are expensive, and I thought it's probably good to get a good pair of boots, something that's going to last a while, and something that's not going to fall to bits when I'm on the top of Scafell Pike. So I started saving my money. While I was saving my money, I was looking at the different reviews for different boots. I also was looking out for deals, special offers. Now, some of you might be aware, but Go Outdoors has this 10% match guarantee. Don't do it online. Go to the shop and do it. Try to match some lecky poles online, and they refused to match the price. They found every single excuse under the sun not to match it. So go to the store and take your evidence that you found it cheaper elsewhere, and get it matched in the store. Much more likely to get passed through. So the boots I wanted were £175. A hell of a lot of money. Money I don't have. So I saved my pennies, and I got to around about £100. And I had a look online, and I found a price match. And I managed to get them. I think I found them online for about £120, and then took it into Go Outdoors, 10% off match, I got them down to around about £100 for the boots. That's your biggest expenditure. That's the thing that you can't really do without in the UK. Other countries, you probably, possibly you don't need such heavy duty boots. But in the UK, when you're going to be walking through a lot of mud on a lot of rocks, it's good to have a decent pair of boots. And if, at the end of the day, hiking is what it is, you know. I didn't buy them straight away. I mean, first of all, I had to get fit. There's no point in buying £100 pair of boots, and as I said, I might not even like hiking. So what I was going to do was just continue with my daily walks, just trying to get fit in order to see if I'll eventually like it. So after doing the mile for a month, I continued my walk down to this bridge, which we're coming up to now, and the River Tyne. Now if I cross this bridge and I walk down to the River Tyne, right to the Tyne itself, and then walk back up to the Falcon pub, that's 2 miles. So I did that every single day for a month. So first month 1 mile every day, second month 2 miles every day. That hill that I've just come down before, when I first started, that used to knack me going up that hill. Now it doesn't bother me one bit. This walk started off 30-40 minute walk, now it takes me less than 20 minutes to do, and that's the 2 mile walk. All this time I've got no gear. I've just got ordinary everyday clothes. In fact, I actually started off with just a pair of shoes. I didn't even have a pair of trainers. When I first started off, I got given a pair of trainers by my dad because he didn't use them anymore. So yeah, absolutely nothing. No expenditure whatsoever. Didn't have a rucksack, didn't have any water, nothing. But in the meantime, I was saving up for my boots and I was getting fit. And that's the key thing in order to get started, is to build up your fitness, because you're not going to enjoy it otherwise. So to this point and back is exactly 2 miles. So at the end of 2 months, I was able to do 2 miles in 20 minutes. 20 minutes of my day just to get fit. Nothing. After the 2 months, I felt fit enough to start exploring places a bit more. So, still no gear. I started taking myself off on local walks. Got myself a map, first expenditure, map of the local area with all the marked footpaths. And I started exploring them all. Just the surrounding area of where I lived. No boots, no rucksack, not even carrying water. Then I started going to places like woods where they had like trails, like managed trails, like Chopwell Woods for example. Still no boots, just trainers, walking around. And then I started to realise that I was actually enjoying this and it was something I wanted to take further. So now was the time to go and buy some boots. So that was the first thing I did, was buy a pair of boots. As I said, just over £100, and I knew that they were going to last. So the third month, started increasing my walks, started doing 5 miles, not every day, about 5 miles twice a week, and continuing with my 2 mile hike every day. Walk. And that's how you start to get into hiking. You don't go out and buy all the expensive gear, osprey, rucksacks and rab jackets and what have you. You don't need any of that to get started. Because to get started, first of all you have to get fit. Because if you're not fit, you're not going to enjoy it at all. You're going to go up your first hill and you'll never go up another one again, because you'll hurt like mad afterwards. Or you go and try to do a trail, after the first day you quit. That's not the way to get into hiking. The way to get into hiking is do it slowly, build up your fitness, and while you're building up your fitness, you can save your pennies to start buying the gear that you do need. So in the next video, I'll go through some of the gear I've bought, and then you can have a look at what's essential and what you don't really need at first. Thank you for joining me on this video. I'm going to continue for a 5 miler now. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.